Goddamn, conversations with legends. Crazy how one day your idols can turn into your brethren. Bitches, we severing. Hit up my.
What's up? What's up, family? Oh my god, dude. Okay, so I have a confession to make. I'm a little whiny cry bitch. Yeah, I'm a little whiny cry bitch because I didn't cry during the movie. I didn't cry during this fucking movie, but I cried afterwards. We're here to review Disney's Beauty and the Beast. I almost said Beauty Behind the Madness. I told you I'm a weekend. Oh my god, dude. So when I saw the trailer for this months ago, like last year, months ago, I sat there and I was like, oh my god, Disney, you're gonna fuck it up. And I not realizing, like not thinking in my head, Disney hasn't fucked up since The Good Dinosaur. Like 2016 was a flawless year for Disney. They had Zootopia, Finding Dory. What else came out? Damn, I'm drawing a blank now. Jungle Book, Moana. Like 2016 was a pretty flawless year for Disney. So this year, seeing the Beauty Behind the Madness trailer, God damn it, I did it. I knew I'd do it. I knew I'd fucking do it. Seeing the Beauty and the Beast trailer, I was like, that looks bad. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I don't know about this one, guys. I mean, well, it didn't look bad. It just looked like there was no point in it existing. Like I was looking at the trailer and I was just like, yeah, this looks just like the original Beauty and the Beast, but with real people. And that's really what I don't want. I don't want remakes to be this thing where it's just kind of like we're not going to bring anything new to the table. We're not going to try and put a different spin on the story. We're just going to beat for beat give you the give you the original classic. And you know what? It didn't occur to me that they have been doing remakes for a while, and I've liked almost every single one. Maleficent, Oz the Great and Powerful. Yeah, I was one of the three people on the planet that liked that movie. What's the other one? Jungle Book. I just said it. Jungle Book. I even like that. The BFG. I watched that. Wait, that's not a remake. That's a Roald Dahl book. Okay, that never mind BFG then. But Jungle Book was great. And I noticed that they always bring something new to the table. And I honestly felt the same way about the Jungle Book trailer when I first saw it. So I set aside my assumptions and I said, okay, whew, let's go see Beauty and the Beast on opening night. How was it? Well, I want to talk to you guys for a second about the before experience of this movie. First of all, this theater was packed. And I have to do a big round of applause to the parents of the children in that movie because those children were silent. I don't mean silent as if they were bored or asleep. No, they laughed when something funny happened. And of course, they were scared when something kind of scary happened. But for most of the movie, they weren't crying. They weren't, mommy, 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 mommy. There was none of that bullshit. I was so happy. I was like, thank God for you parents. People actually know how to keep their children quiet. Oh my God. And the second thing is, I saw it in AMC's kind of new Dolby Theater, which is really fucking dope. I fuck with the Dolby Theater because the screen isn't as big and vivid as an IMAX screen, but it's still, well, is it? It might be, but it just doesn't feel like it. But the sound is way better than IMAX because in IMAX just feels like they cranked the volume up too loud. Dolby actually feels like it's enhanced sound. IMAX just feels like they turned the volume up. That's all it really feels like. They whitened the screen and they turned up the volume. But Dolby, especially with those fucking awesome chairs. Oh my god, we finally have recliners at my AMC theater. I've been waiting. Everybody done moved past us. Everybody else been had recliners, but we finally got recliners. Thank God. And one last thing. Well, two more things. One, they played so many trailers before this shit. Oh my god. They played so many trailers. First of all, the movie didn't start on time. And I hate my theater sometimes. And then when the preview started, they showed so many. They showed Disney's Coco. They showed Wonder Woman. They showed the horrible looking Diary of a Wimpy Kid trailer. They showed the Despicable Me 3 trailer. They showed what else did they show? They showed the Boss Baby trailer. They showed the Transformers trailer. I was like, God damn, how many trailers are you showing? Jesus Christ. Uh Not a single Marvel Cinematic Universe trailer. I noticed that shit. Disney is just kind of like, yeah, y'all don't need to. We know y'all gonna see those movies anyway. And the last thing I have to say about the experience before this movie started, when you think the movie's actually about to start, you know the little Coca-Cola little preview or whatever, the ad for Coca-Cola they show where they just pour some magnificent looking soda into the glass and it looks all beautiful and fizzy. They spend a good 2 or 3 minutes giving themselves a hand job. I'm not fucking kidding. It's like the AMC Dolby Theater is just like, you know what? We know we're awesome. And you know what? You know what we're gonna do since we know we're awesome? We're gonna tell you for about 3 or 4 minutes before the movie why we're awesome. They're just showing all these graphics and playing with the sound and showing all these words and just bright, vivid picture, high contrast, moving sound, and they're just shaking the fuck out of the seats with all this bass. And I'm just like, okay, how much longer are you planning to jack yourself off? Because I came to see a movie. Like, okay, Beauty and the Beast. Y'all gonna call me a bitch? I love this shit. I loved this shit. And you know what? Let's just start from the beginning. Okay, let's start from the beginning. I had my doubts, my doubts, nigga. I had my doubts about the Beast when I saw him in the trailer. I was like, I don't like how he looks. But then I thought about it and I was like, you know what? There's a realistic version. In a cartoon, they made the Beast look good, yet he didn't look, you know, overly scary. He didn't look overly scary. He didn't look overly good because he is supposed to be a beast. He looked great in the cartoon. You can't bring that to real life and then expect Belle to fall in love with that. So I moved past that. I was like, okay, you know what? The beast looks fine. The cast did an incredible job. Incredible job. Emma Watson killed it. I love her to death, man. I remember her from Harry Potter's, all the Harry Potters, really. And I love her, and I'm so glad she did a great job. Luke Evans, he was great as Gaston. He was fucking great. Oh my god, he engulfed that character. Josh Gad as LeFou got some really great laughs. Dan Stevens as the Beast, they did it right. At the beginning, his voice is really thundering and bombastic and really scary. But as the film moves on, of course, his voice starts to become more like it's really warm and it's really comforting almost. He has a magnificent voice, and I like the effects that they put on it to, give it a little bit of bass, but not like Optimus Prime bass. Like it's just the perfect amount of bass to make his voice gorgeous. I'm not homosexual, I promise. Ian McKellen as Cogsworth was something I didn't expect. I didn't even know that was him until he transformed back into a human. And even then, I was like, is that him? I can't really tell. And then they showed the end credits, and I was like, that was him. Holy shit. Great. Ewan McGregor as the fucking candle. God damn it. I forgot the name. Here's something to know about me. I just watched the Beauty Behind the God damn it, I keep doing it. I just watched the Beauty and the Beast like classic last year. And it wasn't for the first time or anything, but it's never really been a favorite. Like I never watched it that much as a kid. So I was just kind of like I loved the Beauty and the Beast classic though. I loved it. I want to watch it again even more now than ever. But I'm just saying, it's never been one of those. It's never been my classic, it doesn't mean as much to me as it means to other people. But yeah. As far as I can see, this movie nailed it, man. They got the songs right. The songs, the new twist that they put on the songs, especially Be Our Guest. Be Our Guest. Oh my god. And the songs in this movie have something, they just have something about them that just makes you smile. Like Disney just knows how to make you feel good. Like every time they started singing, I was just filled with joy. Even when the speakers were so loud that I couldn't even make out what they were singing, I still I still loved every minute of it. This movie is truly magical. It truly is magical. And I'll tell you what put the icing on the cake. Halfway through the movie, I was sitting there like, yeah, I'm enjoying this, but I wasn't sitting there like, yeah, I'm loving this. I'll tell you what made me fucking love it. The last 30 minutes of this movie had me on the edge of my seat, and I knew exactly what the fuck was going to happen. I told you I'm a pussy cry bitch. I was on the edge of my seat, even though I knew everything that was going to happen. And I felt so stupid when the movie was over because I was like, I was really tense. I was really like, that was really suspenseful, and I knew what the fuck was going to happen, but and then there's a point in the movie where I started crying. Well, no, my tears came to my eyes, but I did not cry. I didn't cry, but I'll tell you what makes me even more of a pussy. When the sad stuff was over and the happy stuff came, like the happy ending, I almost cried even more. Like more tears came to my eyes at that moment, and I was like, "Damn, I am such a girl, bro." Oh my god, this movie was great. We're fucking 3 for 3 this year, y'all. 3 for 3, and I'm gonna tell you what put the cherry on top of this movie. I told you I didn't cry in the theater. When I got in my car and Weekend came on my playlist, of course, and I was driving home, and it was a song called Angel, and I knew every single word to it, and I sung every single word to that song. Halfway through the song, I started crying my eyes out like a little bitch, and I'm not scared to say it. I'm not scared to say it. I cried my eyes out like a little bitch, and it wasn't sadness, it was just happiness and joy and just it was beautiful to say the least. It was beautiful. And this is what Disney does to me. This is why I can't stand Disney because they always know how to make you feel those feelings, dude. And y'all gonna hate me for my grade, but it would feel wrong for me not to give this movie the grade I'm going to give it. Because simply because for one, there's nothing wrong with the movie. The movie has no flaws, in my opinion. Not a single one. The pacing, the writing, the plot, the way they tell the story, the effects, of course, like the songs. There is nothing wrong with this movie, but what puts the cherry on top of that is the fact that in the first time in forever, a movie made me cry. I fucking cried even after the movie. The movie impacted me so much that I cried on the ride home. You know how long it's been since I cried in a fucking movie? Do you know how long it's been since a movie has made me cry? Legitimate tears. And you know what? Emotional response. Completely emotional response to how much I was in love with this movie. Y'all gonna hate me because I already done it twice. Guess what? I'm doing it a third time. Beauty and the Beast gets an A plus. Yep. Beauty and the Beast gets an A fucking plus. I loved it. This year has started off fantastic. Lego Batman movie made me laugh. Logan made me tense and suspenseful and just grit my teeth, I guess. Not in anger though, but I don't know. but you know Logan was fantastic. And Beauty and the Beast made me overwhelmed with joy and made me fucking cry. And you know what? Any movie that takes my man card deserves nothing less but the highest honors from me. So go see Beauty and the Beast, please. You won't be disappointed. All right, guys, I promise the A pluses will stop. I promise. We got some movies coming up that I have to review that are not going to get A pluses, okay? Kong, Skull Island, Power Rangers, all right, Boss Baby. Like, look, these movies are not going to get A pluses, okay? I promise. We're just we're just off to a good start. We're just off to a fucking great start for me. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I got plugs for all three in the description. Comment below. Let me know. This is the show where it's all about you with a little bit of me in the middle. And with that being said, have a great day, you glorious bastards.